Welcome to the GCN Tech Clinic, where we try and answer your tech-related questions. This week, it's myself and Manon.
If you have any questions for the Tech Clinic, drop them in the comment section below using the hashtag AskGCNTech.
So first up this week, we've got a question from Alex Urez, who says, Ask GCN Tech, can I mix a 10-speed Ultegra rear derailleur with 10-speed 105 levers?
As long as the parts share the same gear configuration, i.e. the same speed, then yes, they can be mixed. So 105 Ultegra and Durace, for example, can be mixed.
Yeah, so if it's 11 speed, you'd need the equivalent Durace, Ultegra 105, 11 speed, whatever bit you were mixing it with.
Next question from Gustav Larsson. I plan to get a new road bike with SRAM Force spider-based power meter. Since I already have a pair of power-based pedal meters, I'm thinking of fitting the SRAM Force crank, power meter and chainring on my gravel bike. But the gravel bike has Shimano 105 2x11. I suppose I need a new dub base bottom bracket to fit to the SRAM crank. Will SRAM Force chainrings work with Shimano 105 front derailleur?
It's a good question. The short answer to your question is yes. You should be fine running a Shimano 105 front mech with the SRAM crank and chain rings. People say don't mix and match different brand group sets, but they're both 11 speed. They will work together.
Next question in from Binnett Bob. I'm looking to put ETAP access on my latest bike, but it is a 12 speed and my current wheels have 11 speed hubs. Is there a way to convert the free hub to 12 speed? Is it just a case of changing the free hub to a DXDR type for the hubs on the wheels?
Yeah, well, no need to bin it, Bob. You've hit the nail on the head here, I think. The 12-speed SRAM Access cassette obviously has that small 10-speed cog on it, and that means you must run it with an XDR driver. The simplest way to get around this is to have a wheel with the XDR hub already built in, or get an XDR hub and then take your 11-speed hub out, put the XDR one in and relace it with the spokes. But some hubs do actually allow you to just replace the free hub body, pull it off and put an XDR one on. So see if that's possible. I guess check with your hub / wheel manufacturer and see if that's an option, because that could save you a lot of time and money if that's possible. But they're the options you've got. Next question we've got is from Chaitanya R, who says, my friend has got a Cannondale CAD 12, had it for about a year, and he's clocked around 12,000 kilometers on it. Fair play. And he says the bottom bracket has started to make some noise now. And when he looked at this on the net for the problem, they found that there was a lot of negative reviews and comments around the BB30 bottom bracket that the bike has. They're wanting to know what our thoughts are on the BB30 and can it be replaced with a different kind of bottom bracket. I think, well, I've owned a lot of bikes with BB30s in my time, and yes, this is an age-old dilemma. It's kind of a fabled bottom bracket in cycling lore that is plagued with creaks and high maintenance. Yeah, I had a Super 6 with a BB30 bottom bracket and had to service it quite often. The answer is yes, you can work around this. You can put a different bottom bracket in there. You'll have to get a shim or an adapter. So the BB30 has a 30mm spindle, so you can reduce that to the 24mm spindle that you get on, say, like a Shimano bottom bracket. Wheels Manufacturing makes some really good stuff, and there's a catchily named product called the BB30 to outboard bottom bracket, Shimano compatible. As the name suggests, this allows your BB30 to turn into a Shimano crank fitting bottom bracket. Next question from Cal Cooper. He says, help me. I run tubeless tyres and most of the time I have no problems, but sometimes they just start leaking sealant, like if I lie them down after cleaning or when I haven't ridden my bike after a few weeks. Is there a way of storing them? Can temperature affect them? Have you ridden tubeless tyres much, Manon?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your take on
I've
this?
never really had any problems with them, I guess, because I've always had like mechanics to look after my bike, been quite lucky. But no, they can leak, but I'm not sure what causes them to leak. I think when they're new, maybe it can leak a little bit when they're brand new and then it should settle down.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you can, your tyres don't stay, in my experience, as inflated as well as they do with a butyl inner tube. Like they do deflate a little bit. So maybe if you are going to be storing your bike and not riding it, make a habit of just going and pumping your tyres up and keeping them inflated. And that way, I think that would preserve them. But also you do, one of the downsides to tubeless is the sealant does kind of have like a lifespan, doesn't it? It does dry out after a while and you do have to replace it. So if you're not riding your bike for 6 months, I wouldn't expect the sealant to be in a good shape after that.
6 months? Why wouldn't you ride your bike for 6 months?
Well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. He says he leaves it for a long time. I mean, maybe if he puts his nice shiny summer bike away for winter and pulls it out, you know,
maybe,
and some out of hibernation.
Have 2 bikes,
yeah, you know, maybe you're doing that. But yeah, I would try and keep your tyres inflated, periodically inflate them, and yeah, maybe try a different kind of tyre or a different sealant, because the tyre interface can be different. On, you know, some tyres have a more airtight seal against certain wheels than others. But yeah, thanks for all your questions this week. Don't forget to keep your questions coming in with hashtag AskGCNTech down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Try and answer more of your questions.
Bin it, Bob. Bin it, Bob.